Hey sis, I'm here to do your reading. I ain't gonna mince words with you. Sometimes I gotta take a break in between these readings because it takes a lot of energy to channel these messages. I need to take a break sometime. So with that being said, I want to thank the angels, the ancestors, the ascended masters, Karma, the Most High, and the First Mother for the messages we are about to receive. May they all be true and in the best interest of the person requesting. My good sis wants to know, why is she so afraid of being alone? Angel, she wants to know why she's afraid of being alone. Okay. The light coming to the darkness and introspection. So the thing about that is that when you are in a space where you want to be by yourself, that's a higher calling. That means what you're trying to hear could be drowned out by other voices and other people, places, and things around you. So your higher self is calling you to do some introspection and be by yourself. This is what your higher calling is pertaining to. So this is why intuitively and from a soul standpoint, you want to be by yourself because you want to be within yourself. And that loneliness comes from not tapping into all of the aspects of yourself. I would say that you're on the right path with doing hermit mode and being by yourself and doing your introspection. But what I will also say is that at the end of the day, if you're lonely being by yourself, then you need to tap in to your shadow self and into your higher self. This is what's missing. And you're not going to get this void filled outside of that. That's your shadow self. That's your higher self. And that's you doing introspection to find both of them. And your ancestors. More about this, please. Ancestors, more about this. That's supposed to be your time to replenish yourself. That's supposed to be your time to be in your feelings, in your emotions, doing your shadow work, doing your healing work. But you're looking at it from a perspective of what you're lacking, as opposed to a perspective of what you're gaining being alone. Because with the introspection, you're going to discover more aspects of yourself. So I just think it's more towards the point of you're on the right path, but you're not quite sure what you're looking for. Because the God card came out upside down, and that is no bueno, no bueno, no bueno. And I could have swore I checked these cards to make sure that they were not upside down. Your ascended masters are saying that there's too many people around. So even though you may be a loner, there may be some people around you still, because you're not completely alone. Like, I know your hotline blinks. Sometimes I know your phone not completely fucking dry. Okay. But your ascended masters are saying that there are people around you now, even now, whatever close-knit circle that you do have, that's a distraction to you because it's talking about suitors. And this could also be in the form of, dudes you text in or, people you in contact with on that side as well, on your romantic side. So the relationship that you have right now is even still causing blockage. And so I would say one of the solutions with that is also going to come in the form of you digging even deeper into your introspection, but just being more efficient about what it is you're doing, what it is that you're looking for within yourself, and how you're utilizing your time to yourself, scrying, healing different things from the past, working with your ancestors, for sure, working with your ancestors, and trying to solidify your connection with God, because the God card came in upside down. And this is also, the full card came out with being misguided. So even though you may consider, yourself a loner, there's still one too many around. Your ascended masters are saying that. And the one too many around is still causing some blockage in your personal journey and what you're trying to accomplish. And when you do that, when you work hard at your introspection, tap into that shadow aspect of yourself, tap into that higher aspect of yourself. When you do that, it's going to bless you. It's going to work, and it's going to bless you, but you have to alter your perspective with that. Because if you're lonely, then that means you don't like the company you're in. Where that shit coming from? Feel me? Because I love my motherfucking alone time. And it's like when I'm by myself, I'm like me, the real me. You know what I mean? Standing in my authenticity. Catering to my personal thoughts, my personal desires. Shit, I get on the motherfucking plane, take it one way, and disappear about this bitch for a minute and come back later. But there definitely needs to be some cleansing that takes place. There definitely needs to be some working with the ancestors that takes place. So the biggest point with that is utilizing your alone time to get into contact with yourself so it don't feel so lonely. And when you let spirit in, you can't never, I don't feel like I'm by myself back here right now. I'm like, what the fuck is over there? You'll never feel alone because spirit will be there. You'll also be tapping into your light work energy. I see the death card out here as well with the chariot. And you coming out of the phoenix. So there are some things that you do need to take the reins on in your life. There are some things that you need to take the reins on in your life. Some negative aspects that need to be laid to the wayside. It's somebody around you, energy is really off. And the Holy Matrimony card came out as well. I want to know why that's there. This is not a love reading. But if you're single, the introspection can be what's needed for a matrimony to manifest. But I do want to confirm it. Why is this Holy Matrimony I heard? Tapping into your divinity. Intuitively, you know you're giving out more energy than what you're receiving. This goes into question too. I feel like this goes into question too. Energetically, you know that you're giving out more than what you're receiving from a divine aspect. The divine you, the higher you, is saying that you're giving out more than what you're receiving right now. That's why you're pulling in. And if you are in a romantic situation, there's corruption there. So I feel like energetically you're rejecting a lot of people, places, and things because you know they don't serve your best good. You go to world card, but turning away from the world. So it appears to me that the angelic realm, the ancestors, and the ascended masters are all down for this stance that you're taking on this shit. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong, sis. I don't think you're wrong for wanting to be by yourself. You're trying to tap into, again, your lighter self and then your darker self. That darker self is going to pull a lot of shit up off of you energetically, a lot of people, places, and things. But that higher self, when you start tapping in and tapping into the Most High and tapping into your ancestors and your ascended masters, that's going to put you in a position where you'll be balanced. You definitely need to set up an ancestral altar. Tell me more about the friends and family situation. The Holy Spirit, the First Mother, is saying that you're definitely in a place of confusion about that. Girl, if my cat don't stop creeping around this goddamn office, but she wants you to know that you're blessed. Okay? And all of these things, these thoughts, and these inklings that you're getting, a lot of it's coming from her. A lot of it's coming from the Holy Spirit. What's the guidance here? People feel on a subconscious level slightly emasculated by your energy. If there's a masculine energy around you, he definitely feels emasculated by your energy. This is working hard towards an objective, but also being kind of not okay with it. That's what I mean by your perspective. So your whole perspective on the whole situation. How that song say, I'm not lonely, I'm alone, and I'm wholly on my own. You have to really think about the perspective that you're taking pertaining to your solitude. Solitude is a step in the spiritual journey that absolutely nobody can pass up. You can't skip that step. The solitude is going to be required for you to get to know yourself. How are you going to get to know yourself when everybody's telling you who you should be? It's your mothers. It's your mother's completion. Okay? Everyone on completion, please? Yeah. The Chariot and success. So this shit is happening for a reason. You will come out of the hermit mode successful, because they're going to success right there. This equates financial blessings as well. Again, with the Chariot card, being very, very sure about who you are, setting these proper boundaries. No, nigga, you're not being selfish. On a higher consciousness, you know you need to be by yourself. Ain't nobody gonna put your fucking needs before their own. They're not. So why should you put somebody else's needs or what they want from you of your own? These people are causing conflict and confusion. That's why you pushing them the fuck out your face. The moon card with the illusion. So the angelic realm does want you to know that this shit isn't as bad as you think it is. I feel like you cool, low key, you know. Purity, purifying yourself. Yeah, I feel like you cool, low key. I feel like you know what you're doing. You need to listen to your higher self more and stop second guessing what she's trying to convey to you, because that's coming from a very, very pure place with your best intentions at heart. So don't ignore that urge to want to be alone, but figure out why you feel lonely. Tap into that higher self. Self-destruction with the balance. Again, this is self-destruction pertaining to how you're viewing things, how you're viewing the situation. Some old behavior patterns of yours that need to be addressed as well. This is the retrograde. I feel intuitively that there is something that's triggering you that's not included in these questions here. I feel a lot of energy behind a situation with the family and friends. I feel like you know who you're giving more energy to than what you're getting back, which is why you just drew into yourself and said, fuck it all. And that's cool. Shit. If you ask me. And you did. So I'm telling you. Fuck that. You ain't got to be bothered with nobody you don't want to be bothered with. Fuck this is. You ain't living your life for nobody but you. Shit. That's not selfish. They want you to get on your sorcery shit. That's what you're going to find in your solitude. Because what you're looking for to fill all of these voids, especially of being lonely, you're not going to find outside. It's just inside of yourself, and it needs to be tapped into. It needs to be unlocked. High Priestess card. All right. So what you're looking for on the subconscious level, you're not going to be able to get that from them. You know that. You'll come out of it, though, and you'll know who you want to fuck with. And if they don't want to fuck with you, and if they don't understand that, I would suggest you have some honest conversations about needing to be alone to gain clarity on some things. And anybody that loves you unconditionally will understand your stance on that and say, I understand what you're saying, sis. Be like that sometimes. I'm here if you need me. I love you. Shit, my sister stopped talking to everybody for like 3.5 years, bro. 3.5 years. She came back like, I'm a bartender and I do Reiki heal. And I'm like, good shit. You good? No. Yeah? Okay. That ain't my fucking life. That's her life. The patience card. So being patient with yourself. So when you are in hermit mode, and so when I'm going to come out of this shit, or, when that's not going to serve your highest good. So be patient during the energy of the great void in order to manifest your heart's desires from a higher standpoint, your higher self. When you're tapping in, she's telling you what you need to be doing. Right? Mama, tell me about the daughter, please. Yeah, I thought so. Right. Your daughter a witch. That's her when she's 27. Yeah. I heard what I heard. That's her when she's 27. There's some stagnation pertaining to her spiritual journey. She's heightened though, and you have to nurture her. That's why she chose you as a parent. So you have to be in balance so that you can nurture her. She's looking to you for that. She's looking to you for that. That guidance. She's looking to you for that example. So make sure that you're nurturing her. Make sure that you're nurturing her, making sure that you know how to, she knows how to protect herself spiritually, protect her energy emotionally. Looks like she has a good example to me. Cause you walking around here like, girl, if you don't get the fuck from me. Yeah. So teaching her how to protect her energy. Be very, very mindful because I see the self-judgment card at the bottom. Be very, very mindful about her self-image and how she sees herself. Because we live in a society right now that's extremely fucking superficial. And if you don't look like motherfucking Kim Kardashian or Bernice Burgos, then you ugly. Okay? So make sure you let her know her black is beautiful, baby. Nurture her confidence, nurture her self-image, nurture her natural talents, create a safe space for her to live authentically so that she breaks those chains that we have to break right now. So she doesn't have to go through the shit that we go through. She's breaking through that shit. You're breaking through that shit so that she has the path clear. You know what I'm saying? But there is a possibility that she could have some self-image issues and some self-esteem issues down the line. Tell me more about this beautiful seed, okay? She definitely a beast with it, and she definitely gonna be a beast with it. You're gonna have your work cut out for her. I don't know if you were, like cutting up when you was younger, but if you were, she will too. And if you weren't, she will anyway. There is some things that could be bothering her. It's very, very important that you stabilize your energy and be very mindful about the energy that you bring around her, because she could also possibly be an empath. Make sure you're moving forward with the past behind you, okay? But there might be some things that she is battling with. This could be in the form of a breakup, or certain people that were around that weren't around before. Cleanse yourself and cleanse your child often. Meditate with her, do cleansing baths with her, get her out in the nature, and make sure she's doing her introspection and getting in tune with who she is at a young age, so it's not as hard for her, because we behind the ball shit, They ain't teach us shit on self-care and self-love, but y'all definitely gonna be nothing to fucking play with. Nothing to fucking play with. I like it. The Justice card with blessings. So the angels want you to know that everything is going to work out just fine for you, sis. You're already in the process of doing the right things for yourself and putting yourself first. And that's the first step. And this is a hurdle that a lot of women struggle with. And so you're already ahead of the game by taking this step and taking your time alone to figure out what your heart's desires are to manifest them for yourself and your child. Ancient mothers, can we get some affirmations? Okay. Is that all? Okay. 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 Mother perception with the manipulation and the sun card. So yeah, there's definitely somebody around you that need to get dealt with. Okay. But don't let it fuck your perception of how the world is, because there are good people out there. And you're one of them. Okay, so don't allow your perception of people and just the people that you've known in the short time that you've been walking this earth put you in a position where you're perceiving others to be manipulative and full of shit. Use your discernment, because there has been some manipulation here, but don't be in the energy when you're coming out of hermit mode looking at everybody like, wait, one, who sent you, bitch? Who sent you? What is it? What? Don't get in that energy, okay? Welcome positive people that serve your highest good to you, and everybody will peacefully fall to the wayside as the other energies are brought to you in the fashion that you want them to when you're ready for them to. Because as you shine, your spirit tribe will be revealed to you. I'm here for all of this shit. Anything else? Ancient mothers? Okay. Yeah, I'll go to a pumpkin patch or something. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time, you know. Balance with integrity. So this is pertaining to the people around you. This is also pertaining to you as well. Don't put no icebox where your heart used to be, because your heart is still there, okay? But right now it's feeding itself. Like I'm self-cleaning oven right now, everybody. Just chill the fuck out, okay? Just chill the fuck out. Everybody just fuck out. Just chill. I'm balancing my energies right now so that you can be in a position where you're operating from a space of integrity and not allowing the manipulation, working on your alchemy, and welcoming the things that you want to you. This is what that solitude is for, my nigga. And cycles. So just be very, very mindful that this is a resurrection of sorts for you. This energy that you're in right now, this is a resurrection of sorts. And all cycles end. And you're going to come out victorious with the right intentions as you set them and have them coming to you via the alchemy. Okay? Anything else? Ancient mothers? Denial. That goes in again with the perception and the way that you're viewing things. So don't get in an energy where you're viewing your cup as half empty, or you're viewing your people as halfway crooks and shit like that. Understand that everybody's doing the best they can with what they have, and you're doing the best that you can with what you have. Okay. The child design with mother birth, getting out there into nature, tapping into your inner child. So there are a lot of things that you're going to find out about yourself as you complete this hermit mode. You're going to find your shadow self. You're going to do shadow work. You're going to find your higher self. You're going to do higher work. You're going to be meditating. You're going to be taking your cleanses. You're going to be taking your fasts. You're going to be tapping into your inner child. You're going to be healing fractures that happen to you and in your soul line, okay? And with that child creator spark, with these desires, because there's something that you left down there along the way that needs to be found and brought into the present. Something that was suppressed from a child perspective. And you know what that shit is, okay? And that's going to bring you passion and clarity. Clarity about why a lot of shit is the way that it is, but also passion for your future, man. Be courageous and regenerate yourself. Be courageous enough to set boundaries and let motherfuckers know what it is. And regenerate yourself, because that's what you're doing right now. You're not doing anything wrong. It's not wrong to put yourself first. I repeat, it is not wrong to put yourself first. And if anybody tells you any different, they full of shit. So motherfucker don't come for me unless I send for you. Okay? That's been your reading. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Love you, sis.